Guys, welcome back for another video. You guessed it, it's got something to do with universal patcher. Um, Excuse me, my voice is really rough. Been feeling kind of under the weather here for the last few days. Anyways, this video is going to be about hooking up your wideband air fuel ratio gauge to the logger in universal patcher so that you can log data from your wideband gauge. So for this video, this is the gauge I have, the AEM X series. It's the 30-0300. So you can get this different places. It's on Summit 230 right now. Um, you buy this and really don't need anything else. You don't need, the way I hook this up, I do it analog to the PCM. So I don't need any serial cord to USB or anything like that. So I'll show you how I do that. What I have here, this is the instruction manual for that AFR gauge. And really the only thing we get out of this, other than installing it, if you need to know how to do that, if we scroll down here, we have our diagram. So here you can see white, number 9, is the analog output, and then brown is the analog negative output. We're going to use those two wires. We're going to use the red for power and the black for ground. I'll also pull up another sheet of, I'll put it in the description too, but kind of the instructions I got typed out. It'll help me make this video too so I don't forget stuff. But down here somewhere, where are you? Oh, and you can set this up to read, your AFR or Lambda, either one. As soon as I find the info I'm looking for in this, okay, right here. So AFR, this info will copy and paste into Universal Patcher. So if you want to do Lambda, you would use this info. There's a few numbers here before this 2 that you'll have to use also, and I'll show you. Let's see, where do I have it? Okay. Here's pretty much the instructions. So to use the wideband universal patcher for the blue-green P59 PCM, that's what I have it on. I don't have AC on my car, so I'm using my AC pins on the PCM. So you'll have your gauge red wire to a switched on or switch 12 volt power, hook up a 5 amp fuse so you don't cook your gauge. Your black's going to go to a ground. Your white will go to the PCM green connector, pin 14. It's the AC pressure signal. So you can just hook up a pin to your PCM and wire it however you want, but it's going to go to the white wire that comes on the gauge harness. Brown wire is going to go to pin 80 on the green connector. AC sensor low reference. The rest of the wires, the blue, white, the black, or the white and black, and the green and black, you don't need for this type of setup. So in Universal Patcher, here I am in Universal Patcher. See, we'll go to PID Editor, and you'll have to have the mode on Advanced to be able to do this. And then in the editor, we're just going to look for, because they already have a few different options for hooking up your AFR. Somewhere down here at the bottom. So right here we have AC wideband AFR. So it's going to use that PID. Now, okay, I already have this one changed. As you can see, this is what you need to copy into the expressions. So it's right here. You can copy paste this. You'll erase whatever it's got in here because numbers will be a little different because they had this configured for a different gauge. But for the AEM gauge that I'm using, you'll copy paste this in here. The rest of these, you can just follow this. So the ID I left at 1144. It's a PID as the type. I left the name. You could change the name if you want. Leave the data type. Down here in units, I put in AFR. I left bit index where it was at -1 and leave the bitmapped unchecked. If we were to go full screen on here, there's really nothing else to change. As long as you copy all of these instructions here, this works fine. So once you have that done, you can add this to your profile. So let's see if I add it to this one right now. You add it in here. I save it. It's on that profile. So I have different profiles here set up. I already have it added in. And there's some more instructions in here you can kind of read through. This one, and I don't even know if this would actually happen, but I did this just to make sure it wouldn't. But if you're running electric fans with the wideband voltage sending that signal to the computer, I don't know if it would make the fans kick on or off because of AC. I don't think it would, but I made these adjustments, setting these fans to 0% now with where is it at? It's in here. It's like the spark tables and idle tables under AC in your bin file on Universal Patcher. I left those alone because those need a signal to kick on, as in like your AC pump kicking on. So the AFR gauge isn't going to confuse the PCM for that. So this worked, and I hooked it all up, and I'm getting the same readings on my logger as I am on the gauge. There is a slight delay from the logger, so you keep that in mind. If you got rid of a bunch of these PIDs you're logging, it may be a little quicker. So depending on what you're trying to log, maybe you just do your wideband, your MAF, and your short-term field trim, whatever you're setting up. Just do the bare minimum that you need for whatever you're trying to log. And yeah, that is it. I will paste this in the description. If you follow these instructions, it will work. And now I have a AFR gauge in the car, and I can also log the data. And I can show you, I did a quick little idle video, I think. If you go to histogram log file, yeah, so it's this one. So here you have it. Here's my wideband air fuel ratios at whatever I got this set to, engine speed and MAF frequency. So you can, and I have other videos on messing with this logger, but for the price of a AFR gauge, you can log using Universal Patcher, which is free to use. It is not nearly as user-friendly as HP tuners, but it's free, so that's what I do. If you guys got any questions, just leave it in the comments. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and have a good day.